And then also today, the California Board of Regents will meet as they try to, I guess, make the next step or decision involving UCLA and the Big Ten. Can you guys, Paul, Catalina, Craig Smoak, I'm David Smoak. Thank you for being here at 365 Sports. Can you see the backlash if they tried to prevent UCLA from leaving? What would that lead to? How many lawsuits would that lead to? Or can they just do that and walk away?
I don't think that anything is going to really happen. I think this is mostly posturing, or, you have to do everything you can to appease everybody who feels like they need a say in this. Like, UCLA's ultimate trump card in this is, hey, our athletic department is in an enormous amount of debt. This allows us to get out of debt. The current situation does not. So unless you can provide us with a way or make us have something, is not, then this is just going to go on and drag on forever. This is just the last step in the process for the California university system to be able to say that they did everything they could to understand the situation. But ultimately, money will win out, and that's what will happen. So there'll be a lot of posturing and things said today, and a lot of things that maybe don't make sense or are trumped up. I hate using that verb again, but, exaggerated situations. But ultimately, UCLA will be able to begin their journey to the Big Ten at the end of the meeting today.
Well, yeah, we're going to get some finality today, and we'll actually get a decision, so that'll be nice because this has, been something kind of on the periphery for a few months ever since that decision was initially made. After some scuttlebutt and some talk that, maybe they'll stand in the way and some conversations here and there in a couple of meetings, tonight we'll find out, exactly what's going to go down and how that will go down, and that should clear the way in my mind for UCLA to go ahead and move to the Big Ten here in the next couple of years, along with USC. USC is obviously free and clear, not under that Cal system. That same what is it? How would you refer to that? How would you refer to the California system, I guess, is what it is. The university system. But, not being a part of that, this has been free and clear for them. But for the Bruins, it's been a little bit of a pain in the neck. So I'm sure they're looking forward to some finality. I don't think for 2 seconds that they're going to, stop them from making the move. I feel like this is a lot of posturing, as you guys kind of referred to. And I think that ultimately we'll see the Bruins get the free and clear to go ahead and move forward and, go ahead and make that landscape-changing move that it will be once the two LA schools are a part of the Big Ten. So good to see that we're in a spot where there will be some decisions made, but I'm definitely not of the opinion that it's going to be something that prevents this from ultimately happening. I'm not putting stock into them being a roadblock. And then, if you were even to do that, are you going to put a gun to their head and make them sign a grant of rights agreement for this new Pac-12 TV deal? I'm not signing anything if I'm UCLA. So, the moment that the Big Ten decides that they want to expand more, they go, hey, you know what? We are going to go add Oregon and Washington now. What's going to stop? Ultimately, I think you can maybe prevent it and slow it down, but I don't think you're ultimately going to stop what's inevitable. And I think UCLA to the Big Ten is inevitable, so might as well go ahead and get it moving right now.
Did it help that anyone went down to the Texas legislature after Texas decided they, along with Oklahoma, were going to leave for the SEC?
And here's the thing. That wasn't about making them stay. That was just about getting a very public forum to illuminate everything that had been going on. Because I don't think that at that point Bob Bowlesby was going to make them stay, but he was going to show everybody what had kind of gone on. Because at that point, there's no reason to protect those what had been private discussions about other things. So because the politicians are going to need to be fed, right? And so that was a mutually beneficial situation for all those people in the Texas Senate and for Bob Bowlesby and the Big 12 to be able to go in. They can ask their questions, make their little silly comments here and there and their digs or whatever they want to do.
Silly.
I'm not talking the politicians. Several of them made silly little digs and things that, Texas is leaving after TCU beat them. Ha, 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 ha. Yeah. Yes, we all love to do that, but in the forum of the Texas Senate, that really is not bearing on the legislative effects of this. So that was because one side definitely needed to air some dirty laundry, and there were people up there on the Texas Senate that, and I'm not saying they should know this, but had no idea of all these things and needed to hear
And
it.
maybe not learned anything even
Well,
that
maybe
day.
not,
But so they'll have that. That goes on about 4:30 our time. We got feelers out to